Kash Patel has killed the investigations into the killings of Renee Good and Alex Preddy. Now, we already knew, of course, that the FBI was not, in fact, going to open up an investigation into Renee Good, but a new report from the New York Times did come out this week. And here's what they told us, according to the Daily Beast. Senior Trump administration officials, including FBI Director Kash Patel, intervened and instructed agents to stand down, halting the probe just as it was set to begin. The move came amid internal concern in Washington that a civil rights investigation would clash with President Donald Trump's public narrative, blaming Renee Good for the shooting. Agents were reportedly told to abandon the standard investigative approach and pursue alternative legal theories, a shift that several career prosecutors blasted as legally dubious and politically driven. One such approach was to seek new warrants framed around whether Good had assaulted the ICE agent or, in another controversial twist, to direct attention toward Good's partner, a pivot that many in the office saw as inappropriate and unrelated to the shooting itself, according to several anonymous sources who spoke to the New York Times. And of course, then we had 6 prosecutors from the U.S. Attorney's Office in Minneapolis resign because they wanted them to investigate those people instead of investigating the officer. There's one part of what I just read that I'm going to read you again. This is the big part. The move came amid internal concern in Washington that a civil rights investigation would clash with President Donald Trump's public narrative. So we don't get the information. We don't get the details. We don't get justice because it doesn't fit the narrative that Donald Trump prematurely got on social media and pushed. That's how the justice system works now in the United States. You can kill somebody and not face an investigation if Donald Trump has already said something that wasn't necessarily true. Wow, I didn't know that is how the system of justice now worked in the United States. Wow, I guess that's good. But this was Kash Patel. This is what we get from this administration. These officers are not going to face repercussions. They're absolutely not. They're not going to go to jail, as I believe they should. They're going to go about their lives and put more people in danger every time they're out there on those streets. But worse than that, it'll keep happening. I will say we've been lucky with no videotaped killings in 2 weeks now? Wow, that's going to be a record. But that doesn't mean that the abuse has stopped. That doesn't mean that the violations of the rights of these individuals has stopped. All of that is still going on. So even though attention has shifted and focused, and now, of course, we're talking about other things, we're not all hyper-focused on Minnesota or ICE in general, it'll happen again. And all of this will get renewed. What's happening right now with everybody shifting attention away is exactly what this administration wants. And listen, it's difficult, damn near impossible, to constantly stay hyper-focused on only one particular issue. And this administration knows it. That was their plan from the very beginning. They didn't know they were going to have to deal with some of the things they're dealing with, but their plan was to overwhelm the public. A shotgun blast of insanity frequently to the point where the public becomes numb. We cannot become numb. We cannot just accept that this is what they're going to do and we just have to suffer through it for 3 more years. We have to be outraged. Your level of outrage can vary. You don't have to go through every single day pissed off, hating the world, anger boiling over to the point where you give yourself a stroke. But it's got to simmer. It's got to be simmering in there. because the second you turn that burner off, this administration wins. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.